Greetings, fellow traders. Bubbling here. It's time for the daily market wrap for Friday, April the 30th, 2021. I hope everybody had a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research. Everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, well, let's check through. We left off the market here today, this week, this month. We're done with April, if you guys can believe it. So down 30 points here. Monthly chart still green over the upper Bollinger Band. Weekly chart. Are we getting this bearish divergence now off of the upper Bollinger Band here? Another gravestone doji. Let's see how that goes here off the weekly chart, if that gets any follow through to the downside. Daily chart is kind of face planted right here at the ADMA, so we'll see how that goes here. And in terms of the wave count here, guys, looking a little bit tricky to me. Maybe this is working on kind of like a 1, maybe an A, B, C wave 2, 618 retrace, and then we'll see if we can start working on that wave 5 up. We'll see where it goes from there. SPY in terms of volume today was generally pretty low volume all day. We got a little bit of a spike there at the end of the day. So ended up finishing more than yesterday, if you guys can believe it. So we've got that going on there. S&P futures gave a few setups today. Like we said, there's a couple opportunities here. The big deal today was all about this geometric line, right? So we pointed this out here at the open, and a nice overbought tag of that geometric line, a nice move down. One more test of it right here, and that really started to get things going here. Just couldn't get above it today, guys. It just couldn't do it. And, finally started working on a little bit of a harmonic into the closing. Got kind of this deep retracement right here. In fact, a little bit too much. They tried to flush it right here, but then right off of yesterday's lows again and kind of bounced its way back up there too. So very, very tricky day today here on the market, but there were some names that stood out. We'll take a look at those in a little bit. Again, MES, guys, just keep an eye on the geometric line, see how they go over the weekend, see if we can get through these levels and, what happens on Sunday. So good stuff there. Let's take a look at the Qs. So Qs generally closed under that rising wedge that we put in the bubble report here this morning. So nice stuff there. The IWM item adjustment basically just kind of held onto this channel here. I tried to break out of it here this morning, then kind of came back in and then broke down, right? Measured, moved down. Really, really interesting stuff there. So good stuff there on the IWM. Let's take a look at the XLF. This one struggled here at the open, and it ultimately closed basically just below the 15 or below. So it's kind of blah there for the banks, for the financials. So we'll see how that goes. But most of the big earnings are behind us now. Most of the B5, the big names, had beats on earnings, but ended up pulling back. So some pretty crazy stuff here. If we take a look at Apple, guys, yesterday, big push up right here. Big candle like that, right, is one you just kind of have to look at and be like, okay, right, that's a nasty pullback right there. Are they going to rally it off of it, or are we going to see some downside follow through? That's kind of a momentum reversal candle right there. So that's what we're seeing with Apple. We'll see if it gets any follow through again. Kind of closed with a, kind of that momentum, inverse hammer right there. So we'll see how that goes. Tesla, guys, today was all about Tesla. It's all about Tesla, the other electric vehicle names, but Tesla, guys, I'm still bearish on it, right? It looks like it's possible 1, 2, 1, 2, because we're still below the downward trend line. However, you still can't ignore the price action, right? And so that was the key today. Guys, we wrote a newsletter this weekend about these zones right here, our signal zones. A lot of times they act as magnets. So look at that, from zone to zone today. Really incredible stuff, almost unbelievable. And beautiful breakout candle right here at the 15 orb high. We said today, this morning, in our group for the plan, we're like, look, it's Friday, watch out for momentum. Only look for stuff with huge volume, right? That's breaking out on huge volume. Otherwise, look for retraces that make sense, right? And today, boom, big breakout right here and a magnetic move up to the zone. And just really incredible stuff. Bull flag up, right? Just consolidation and back up. Really, really incredible. We members did incredibly well on that one today, so that was a great job on that. Speaking of Tesla, let's look at baby Tesla. So NIO had a big move today too, guys. I was kind of bullish on this one going into earnings, and it was amazing. It was down, but then just completely worked its way up. So it was really ended up being a decent move right here. Could be kind of a falling wedge going into tomorrow. Watch out for the wolf wave pattern going into Monday here on NIO. So we've got that going on. A couple other names that are on the radar, obviously, today. So Amazon was a big one. This had earnings today. Guys, if you can believe it, Amazon was up 200 points after hours. And look what it did. We got this crazy tick right here. But, guys, it closed red. It was red. I mean, we were up 200 points. It's red. Isn't that crazy? So, guys, you both won today. Everybody out there both won today. We asked if it was going to hit all-time highs. It did. It got just above it, just by just a few pennies, right? So that's going to give us fresh high, fresh trend line, right? But it ended up coming back into the trend box right away and just kind of chopping in here. So, I mean, this is what we're looking at right now. So if you go here to the daily chart, this is kind of incredible stuff. So we are out of the trend box. Technically, we're out of it, but we're still back in the chop. So we got, this is our fresh trend line right here. Activate here, fresh high, fresh trend line. So this is now bullish until proven otherwise. It could do anything up to here, But incredible stuff, guys. So this is the first kind of real decent push out of the triangle. We've had a few moves up here, so let's look to see if it comes back, retest it, and starts going again. But incredible move today, guys. 200-point range today. Incredible, incredible move, right? So, well, from the pre-market highs, right? Amazing. So that was Amazon. We pointed out there was some flaming put flow, guys, in our Discord channel. We put that out there today, and incredible. I pointed out an entry on some puts today for Amazon that made sense to get to our 15 orb low, and I even got some follow through. It was a nice double on Amazon. You can't complain for a Friday. So good stuff there. Other names that struggle today with good earnings, right? Look at Twitter, down on good earnings. They had good earnings, good revenue, and increased user usage. I don't understand. What are the algos doing with this thing? Anyway. Keep an eye on that one. If it breaks down below these lows, we see more downside. We talked about that in the bubble report this morning. A couple names are on the radar next week. We've got DKNG's earnings coming up. It's starting to look a little bit weak here. So keep an eye on that one. See if that decides it wants to break down. The semis, guys. Most of the semiconductors were pretty weak here. Look at that candle on the semis. That's a tough one to go long into the weekend on with that type of volume, right? So my favorite of the semis was one that actually beat on earnings, right? And so it would be par for the course for it to pull back right here, is WDC. Look at the volume on that one. So WDC kind of retested these highs right here and rejected it, right? Rejected it. And so keep an eye on this one, see if this one breaks down. I got a nice little open gap right here. 65 is not an unreasonable target, but 66 could be interesting. So keep an eye on that, see if it gives a move going into next week. So anyway, could be interesting. It's not an amazing name, but of the semis, that looks like the one that was kind of like double topping up there, right? That type of thing. So anyway, guys, good stuff. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll see you guys this weekend at 7:30 on Sunday for the Elliott Wave Show with Paul with Algo 382. If you guys are in our group, or if you're not in our group, check out the links in the description. Check out our newsletter. That comes out every Sunday, so we'll be getting that out to our members in their inbox on Sunday. We talk about technical ideas. We come up with trades, that we're looking at. We're going to track throughout the week, general market sentiment, and some great stuff like that. It also gives, the full membership gives access to our Discord where we point out stuff with the option flow, trades like Amazon, stuff like that, and members share their ideas too. It's a really great group, so hopefully you guys can join us. Hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. See you guys then. Still then, stay healthy out there, and remember your risk first, and stay safe so you can stay in the